when you look at research that deals with these types of addictions, these behavioral addictions, you see that it is this intoxicating combination of what I referred to before: dopamine, oxytocin, but also things like adrenaline and cortisol that are all kind of working together to keep the person hooked. And this can actually rewire the brain, just like with any other addiction. And the reason that I think it's important to start talking about it and potentially reframing the way that we understand the impact of abuse in these romantic relationships is because I still too often hear people ask, like, why don't they just leave? Or will give people the advice to just leave. This relationship is unhealthy. You need to just leave. And I also see people blame victims too often by, choosing a bad partner and then choosing to stay with that person. But what if this person is actually primed for an addiction? And what if they are currently in the throes of an addiction? Would you treat them the same way? And would we approach the way that we help victims the same way? Perhaps instead of putting all of the onus on the victim, we may need to actually rethink the way that we support and help victims as they choose to leave relationships, because too often, even when they leave successfully, they will end up in another very similar toxic and dangerous relationship. And that is statistically shown to be true, that people who have had one abusive relationship are far more likely to end up in another. And this is why I think it's important to talk about it.